I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible. Here it goes. This whole year has been crazy. I have not been able to focus on stand-up comedy. I still got booked throughout the year, and every single time I performed stand-up, it was like my soul was being healed. It felt so good to just take a dip back in, having to shuffle a new job and all these different things that were going on. Comedy just wasn't a priority. But every time I had a booking, every time I hit the stage, it was just like, man, this is special. So let's go straight to November 14th. This is the weekend after my wedding. Thank you for all the well wishes I got on that. I got a lot of love on social media, and a lot of people were just sending me a lot of love. So thank you for that. It's the weekend after my wedding, and I get hit up randomly like, hey, yo, come do this show. It's called Don't Tell. The feeling I get when I do this show is just indescribable. The seed has been planted, and I'm just like, I got to go back. I got to get back in. I have this itch and this desire to perform and do stand-up. So lo and behold, one of my buddies comes back into my life, my homeboy, Tim Limbrick. He hits me up and he's like, hey, yo, I'm trying to go out and do some stand-up. Let's go hit up an open mic. And I'm like, bet, let's go. So we go check out this mic, Strummers. It's a Tuesday night mic. Now I'm trying to tell him, I'm like, the crowd really isn't there. And sometimes they're kind of, tough to handle. It's hit and miss whether or not as a comedian, you're going to have a good time. And he's like, hey man, I'm just trying to hang. We don't even got to do stand up. We could just chill. So I'm like, bet, let's go. We get there. There's like 10 people in the audience of the Strummers. And normally I'd probably be like, dude, let's get out of here. This is whack. I don't want to do this. But it was just, I felt the energy there. There was something special at Strummers. And we did the mic. It was fantastic. I tried some new jokes. Some worked, some didn't. But it just really just doubled down that feeling I had of stand-up comedy where like, this is my calling. This is special. I love this. And I experienced something I haven't experienced in years, which was the post-comedy circle jerk. Now, this is something that is sacred in the comedy game, but the post-comedy circle jerk is just, if you don't know, you don't know. But if you do know, then you do know. Just talking trash, talking about shows that got coming up and this, that, and the third. Everyone's just having a good time. Other comics are like, yo, when's your next show? What's up? Oh, dude, it's going to be December 20th. December 20th. And me and my homie Tim were walking away. And he was like, yo, where's the show? I'm like, I don't know. But I can tell you right now, there's going to be a show December 20th. And it's going to be kick ass. So I already said it. I spoke it into the universe. December 20th. That's the show. Again, life happens. Busyness, work, tasks, errands, all this stuff. But I just have this itch to do stand-up. And what ends up happening is I'm looking everywhere. I'm hitting up everybody. I'm calling people. People are getting back to me. Venues that are normally chill are just like, oh, we're booked that day. We can't do it that day. Come back another time. We just can't do that day. And I'm sitting here like, man, why is it so hard to put on a comedy show? I'm trying to do something good here, man. 2 Saturdays ago, what ends up happening, my homie Tim, we started driving around, hitting up venues. We go door knocking. We pull up to these venues. We're like, hey, yo, what's up? Let's do a show. Oh yeah, that's cool. We can't on that day. Oh no, come back. Oh, call this person. I call this person. They don't get back to me. I'm swinging. I'm throwing and nothing is landing. It's like every single venue I go to is just a dead end. And it gets to the point where I just give up. I give up. I come home. I'm defeated. I'm just laying there looking at the ceiling, just sad. My wife is like, what's wrong? What's going on? I'm just like, there's nothing I can do. I've tried everything. The dream is over. There's no show happening on the 20th. And I just had to hold my head down and be like, well, there it goes. I felt something special with that day, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. And done. It's done. It's over. So now comes Saturday. And my mom tells me, now this is where the story gets crazy. My mom tells me, hey, can you come over at 4:00? I need help moving some cars around, XYZ, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm just defeated. Work has got me stressed. The whole not finding a venue has me feeling defeated. I'm like, man, let me go here, help really quick, and get out. I wasn't trying to spend no more time than I needed to. So I pull up. It's 4:00. I get there. And what was going on is someone was going to come and buy something, like from Craigslist. And we needed to move some stuff around in the back so that we could get to it. And so they're like, yeah, he's going to be here at 4. So we just need you here at 4 to help move stuff around. And that's it. So I'm like, okay, bet. I show up at 4. At 4:00, it's me, my mom, and my cousin. And my cousin calls the dude. And the dude's like, all right, I'm leaving McFarland right now. I'm going to be there in an hour and 45 minutes. And I'm like, oh, what? An hour and 45 minutes? What's the plan? What's going on? And my sweet old mother is like, oh, well, maybe you can move the stuff and then go and then come back and then move it back. I'm like, how long? How much of in my mind, I'm like, how much of my day that's going to take? I'm just, I don't want to do that. So I'm just like, well, maybe we could move stuff in a way that it will be done and I won't have to come back, So that's the plan. We're trying to move stuff around. What should have taken 6 minutes takes 10, takes 12, 45 minutes go by. We got to call in other family members to come and help us with this. It all gets done. Now it's like 4:55 and the dude's like, oh, I'm going to be there in like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it is. I'm like, you know what, man? We're done. I'm ready to go. But something, there was a little scratch in me that said, just stick around. Just see how this plays out. Something was like, maybe this dude's sketchy. Maybe this dude is going to try and pull a move or something. So I'm like, let me chill. Let me just wait for this guy to get here. And I'm just sitting there, eating oranges, rummaging through my mom's fridge, trying to eat what I can. And it's me and my cousin were just chilling. And I'm sitting there. My cousin shows me this video. He's like, hey, yo, check out my nephew, Andrew. He's playing the guitar at this place. I'm like, oh, dude, that's a cool video, man. Where's this at? Where's that? Oh yeah, that's my homie. He owns this venue. He owns like a bunch of different venues, and this is one that he's trying to like rent out. And I'm just like, what? Yeah, this is my boy's venue. He's been trying to rent it out. It's a good spot. This and that. Let me see that. And I was just like, what? He's like, yeah, it comes with a stage and sound and this and that. I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, this looks beautiful, dude. He organically came to me with this idea, with like, yo, check this out. Without I wasn't even going to be there. I wasn't supposed to be there. I was supposed to leave, but something in me told me to stay. And I'm like, the guy that runs this? Oh yeah, that's my homie, man. Me and him, we known each other for like 10 years. He's my. Could you hit him up right now? Would he? Oh yeah, I hit him up. Hey, my cousin wants to. Oh, give him my number. I call him. Hey, can we? Yeah, come over tomorrow and take a look at the video. I'm just like, what? What is going on? You know what I'm saying? What is happening right now? Long story short, on that part, the dude from Craigslist ends up not showing up. So there was no reason to be there at all. But I was there. You know what I'm saying? And then now come Sunday, I go see the venue, and the venue just blows my mind. This place is special. I'm telling you, when I walk into this place, it has everything you need to have a good comedy show experience. Low ceilings, compact room, great acoustics. The laughter is just going to get trapped in there. And I'm watching this place. I'm like, dude, this is what you want from a comedy show. A low ceiling, small box room. Oh, wow. I hit the dude up. They happen to be available December 20th. Bet. We book it. And that is how this show came to be. Now, I don't know why. All these things lined up. But December 20th, a show is happening at a venue that I feel is very conducive to put on a really good comedy show. I'm very excited about it. Little weird things were going on. So remember when I was talking about how I was looking at venues? I went that one Friday driving around looking for venues. So check this out. I go to this one venue, Summer Fox Brewing. I go there and we had no idea. We were going somewhere else, but I saw that spot and I was like, oh, that place looks cool. That would be a good spot for a comedy show. And when I pull up in the doorway, I see there's like a circle glass. I see a comic named Tanya Saucer, and she went actually to my wedding. She's always been just a real good person. Every time I've seen her do stand up, I've always been like, man, she's delightful. This is great stand up comedy, true to the form. And she's right there. I see her. And the thing is, when she went to my wedding, I had this itch. I was like, man, we should do a comedy show, and she should be a part of it. You know what I mean? Like, that was just in there. I hadn't seen her for months before that, and I hadn't seen her since, but here she is. Here she is at the show, at the Summer Fox Brewing. And I come up to her and I tell her, I'm like, yo, I'm looking for venues. And it's funny because I was actually trying to book you on a comedy show. And she goes, oh, wow, look, I happen to be here. What are the odds? This is Kismet. And I'm like, Kismet? The word Kismet is a strange word that me and my wife have. It was one of those things that, like, what ended up happening is we were hanging out with another group of friends, and we were explaining how we met, and my wife was like, oh yeah, and it was so Kismet how it all went down. And I was just like, later on afterwards, like, we get home, I'm like, I don't think that's a word. I think you just made that up. I don't know. Kismet, I've never. And she's like, no, Kismet means, like, you know, it's coincidental, or the universe wanted it to happen. You know, this is she explained it, and I was like, I don't think that's a word. I really don't. She pulled up the Google. I got moded. Whatever. It happens. Don't act like you're not better than me. You've been proven wrong before, so it's okay. But that was just like a running joke with me and my wife, the word Kismet. And when Tanya says that, she's like, oh, it's Kismet that I'm here. I'm just like, that's got to be the name of the comedy show. That's got to. So that's where I came up with Kismet Comedy Show. And Tanya is hilarious. She's on it. My boy Tim Limbrick is on it. And I've been doing open mics and shows with him. That dude is solid. Bro is a performer. He lives in New York, just came down for a little bit, and the bro is polished. So Tim Limbrick is hilarious. He is on the show. Nikki Spliff is a comic, because I was running a show at 559 Taqueria earlier in the year. And what I was doing is I was trying to book comics that were working, that were doing good. And the last show I did, I was like, yeah, yo, who else is good out there? And everybody that was like, yo, Nikki Spliff is solid. I get Nikki Spliff. All right, bet. That show went down. I never did it anymore. I got a new job. Things got jumbled up. But I was always like, the next booking I'm going to do, I'm going to have Nikki Spliff. And I've seen Nikki Spliff. Solid, rock solid. I'm very excited to have these three on the lineup, and headlining is your boy. I'm going to be closing it out. These last shows that I've been on, let me tell you something, brother. I've been killing it, son. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to put on a show on December 20th. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be some underground stuff. There's all kinds of other things going on, but ain't nothing realer than the Kismet Comedy Show happening at 458 Fulton, 7 o'clock, December 20th. Yo, hit up Eventbrite. Just look up Kismet Comedy Show and you'll find it. I'm going to be headlining, and we may have some more special guest pop-ins, but I'm telling you, this show is going to be crazy. If there's any way you could make it to this show, please make it to this show. If you can't make it to this show, send the flyer, send the Eventbrite to someone you think that might want to go to the show. If they can't make it to the show, just share it. Just put it on your timeline. Maybe someone sees it. Maybe somebody wants to go. Somebody says, hey, yo, what's up with this show? Yo, that's my boy Chris Cruz. Hey, go check him out. He's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Dude, just say, put it out there. You know what I mean? And this one's, even if you don't want to do any of that, send good vibrations. Even if that's the least you can do, is just to just push that. Just, man, I want that show to go good for Chris, man. This is gonna, because I'm telling you, this is gonna set up all of 2026. I'm back in the game, and I'm here to put on some killer comedy shows throughout the whole year. Kismet Comedy Show, December 20th, 458 North Fulton Street, Fresno, 93701. Show times at 7 o'clock. The show is starting at 7. We're not waiting. The show will start at 7 o'clock on the dot, and we're going to try and be done by 8:30. You know what I'm saying? Because no comedy show needs to be going longer than an hour and 30 minutes. None. We want to be, the doors open at 6, show starts at 7, show should be done at 8:30. Come through, come early. Parking is going to get kind of crazy, so I recommend you get the early Uber there. You know what I mean? That's the best way. You ain't got to worry about parking. Just Uber there. I just want to pray and wish that this video gets in front of the eyes of the right people. One more person, if this can get to one more person to come to the show, I'm so serious. This is going to be a very special night at a very special venue. Thank you for watching this. Have a blessed holiday season.